How exactly did a virus tailored for warm-blooded dinosaurs break into the world of cud-chewing ruminants? Investigators pieced together a mosaic of plausible paths. Migratory snow geese, shedding the virus along their transcontinental flyways, grazed in corn stubble that double-functioned as winter forage for free-range cattle. Spillover likely began there, on shared ground soaked with droppings invisible to the hurried eye. Once inside a bovine, the virus found respiratory tissues cooler than avian air sacs, yet surprisingly permissive, giving it time to mutate for better fit. How exactly did a virus tailored for warm-blooded dinosaurs break into the world of cud-chewing ruminants? Investigators pieced together a mosaic of plausible paths. Migratory snow geese, shedding the virus along their transcontinental flyways, grazed in corn stubble that double-functioned as winter forage for free-range cattle. Spillover likely began there, on shared ground soaked with droppings invisible to the hurried eye. Once inside a bovine, the virus found respiratory tissues cooler than avian air sacs, yet surprisingly permissive, giving it time to mutate for better fit. Geneticists traced 3 key amino-acid substitutions that increased affinity for alpha-2, 6-sialic acid receptors prevalent in mammals. One change, T192I, had appeared before in ferret experiments, but vanished in nature until now. Coupled with deletions in the neuraminidase stalk that favor mucus penetration, the virus gained a passport to bovine lungs. Crucially, cattle shed virus in nasal secretions far longer than infected chickens, offering a wider transmission window among tightly packed milking lines. Surveillance struggled to keep pace. Dairy herds undergo routine testing for brucellosis and bovine tuberculosis, but influenza swabs were alien to most barns. Early cases masqueraded as mastitis or respiratory syncytial virus. Only when farm workers reported clusters of flu-like illness among themselves did public health labs widen their scope. Fortunately, no human infections proved severe, but each negative result felt like a coin flip in an escalating roulette. Biosecurity audits revealed simple breaches. Shared equipment between poultry sheds and dairies, trucks rolling from chicken litter piles to feed silage without disinfection, and farm dogs chasing ducks through open gates. The virus did not need wings once human routine paved the way. All viruses mutate, yet not all manage to rewrite the ecology of 2 industries overnight. H5N1 accomplished this feat with the help of our globalized food system, long supply chains, just-in-time feed deliveries, and the modern appetite for cheap protein. In doing so, it reinforced a sobering truth: biosecurity is only as strong as the weakest daily habit on the farm. As we proceed, remember that every spillover story is also a tale of human shortcuts and structural incentives that invite microbes to explore new hosts. Epidemiological interviews revealed that seasonal labor patterns unintentionally bridged poultry and dairy sectors. Workers rotated between turkey processing plants in winter and dairy milking lines in spring, carrying boots still crusted with litter. Language barriers and lack of paid sick leave compounded risks. Symptomatic employees often powered through shifts to avoid lost wages. Public health outreach campaigns scrambled to create multilingual videos explaining testing protocols and wage relief grants. Transport logistics emerged as silent accelerators. In many regions, milk tanker drivers handle hoses and fittings at dozens of farms per route. A single contaminated gasket reused without sanitation could seed multiple facilities before noon. Recognizing this, a coalition of driver unions and processors piloted single-use couplers embedded with tear-away sterilization seals. Early data suggested a 60% reduction in cross-farm contamination incidents. Perhaps most mind-bending was the discovery of avian influenza RNA in farm dust samples collected from soybean fields adjacent to infected dairies. Wind-borne particles swirling invisibly blurred the line between barn and wild ecosystem. Atmospheric scientists joined virologists to model plume dispersal, emphasizing that spillover containment must consider not just roads and rivers, but air currents that respect no fence line.